Guys, it's Chantel, Wildberry Quilting, and I got a package from Missouri Star Quilting Company, and I ordered this and then had to set it aside because I had family in town, so I didn't get to open it right away, and I no longer remember at all what I ordered, so this is going to be a surprise for me too. Oh, yes, so exciting. Here, make sure that I got everything out of there. Okay, I guess it was just the label that I was feeling on the bag. So first, I've got the flat check, and this one looks like it's eating an ice cream sundae or a milkshake, probably a milkshake. And I'm gonna guess that's a strawberry milkshake because it has a slight pink color. Who doesn't like a strawberry milkshake? Okay, so onto this stack of goodies that I've got here. First off, we'll start small. I think it's a half yard of this fabric that I can't get into. Scissors, don't want to cut. So it's a very light kind of salmon-y color. It's not nearly as bright as what it's showing on camera, but I would really call this salmon. And it almost has kind of a Layla Boutique kind of feel to it. As far as looks wise, oh, it's Camille Ross Kelly is what it is, and it's from Lighthearted. That explains that. And I just thought that was so sweet, and I'm planning to use this for a project bag. I've just got to find what other fabrics I'm going to put it together with, but half yard will be perfect for a project bag. I also got a half yard of this for a different project bag. And I have seen this several times on their website, and each time I thought it was so pretty. And I finally gave in. I was like, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get half yard and make a project bag out of it. And it is called Verbena from Ruby Star Society. And that's all the info that I have on the salvage. There's not really, I guess all the other information is cut off. But if you type in Ruby Star Society and Verbena, I'm sure you'll be able to find it. Okay, I got this sweet little stack, a little bundle, and it is fat quarters. Now this one is designed by Scott Barnes, and I think the company is Fabric Palette, which I'll be honest, I am not familiar with either of them, the designer or the fabric house. So I don't think I can get that little knot off of there. It is just tied too tightly, and that satin ribbon just is not forgiving. So I'm just gonna snip into it so I can get it out. Okay, this is just so stinking sweet. Oh my gosh. Look at these bees. Oh my gosh. Bees and bee skeps and flowers at the bottom of the skeps. Oh, I love it. Those bees are so cute. Oh my gosh. I need to make a yellow quilt because this is not the first fat quarter bundle. Now this, granted, is a very small fat quarter bundle, but this is not the first one that I've gotten of all yellows. Oh, it's not quite as soft as the other one is, but still seems like it's good quality though. And very pretty. I like those flowers. Wonder why that one feels so much thicker. I guess yeah, it's a little bit thicker. And then we've got the honeycomb. I'm a sucker for a good honeycomb fabric. Ah, and this is probably my least favorite one out of the bundle. I'm not a huge fan of sporadic dots. I like pin dots. I like some smaller polka dots. I don't like big polka dots. And I don't care too much for just wild spray dots. But that's okay. That's all right. There's nothing wrong with it. And I think that mixed in with the other fabrics, it would still be absolutely beautiful in a quilt. And then the last one has a sticker on it. There we go. A little ASMR noise. And these are the flowers in this one. Oh, I love that. That is beautiful. Okay. So out of what? 5 fat quarters. One of them I wasn't over the moon about, and I still think it's perfectly usable and I'd be happy with it. So no problems there. On to the big ones. 2 big ones to be exact. I got the honey and lavender bundle from Deb Strain, and this is a layer cake. And I've been kind of going back and forth on the fence with this particular line because, I mean, look at that. Look at those bees and the beautiful yellows. And I love almost everything about this bundle, except I was worried about the darker colors and how I'd feel about that. But like the grays, like I didn't want it to look too sad because sometimes gray can kind of look a little bit sad. But I figured it's on sale. I do really like it. And if I had to take out a couple of them, usually when you are making a quilt, a lot of times you've got to pull out a few. You don't get to use every single fabric from the layer cake in the quilt. So I figured that wouldn't be a big deal if I ended up taking out just the ones that I thought might make it a little bit more dreary. Like the gingham, I think, is great. This one looks a little bit more dreary. That one I think could stay. Oh, I think that could probably stay too. Oops. I think there's just 2 of those ones. So I don't know if that's the same one or not. Ah, I know that yellow one's not though. Oh my gosh, look at those bees. And I love how bright and cheery that gingham is. And oh my gosh. Can I separate these? There is another one there. There it is. It is bees with writing behind it. What does the writing say? It says, long among the, probably wildflowers. It's cut off though. I can't quite see what that one would be. Sweet to the soul, humble, kind. It's definitely an excerpt from something, but since I can't read the parts that are cut off, I can't really tell you exactly what it is. Maybe one of you guys recognize it by those few words, though. It sounds very sweet. Oh, look at that. Very, very much like Grandma's cottage is what this makes me think of. Or just, cottage core, I guess. I love it though. Makes me think of my grandma's house, I guess, is why I think grandma's cottage. She didn't live in the cottage, but she did live in the country. So I used to enjoy listening to the crickets at nighttime and all the other crazy nighttime noises that you hear in the country. Oh, I love the lavender. It's lighter than I expected though. I think it's showing up darker on camera, but it's it's near white. It's very close to white. It's darker on camera for sure. Now that one is a little bit darker. See if we can trick the camera into showing it correctly. But it's almost like it borders on blue. It's purple, but it borders on blue. Yeah, it's really that kind of in between purple and blue color in person. Not on camera. On camera, it definitely looks purple. But, and in all of the pictures that you see online, it looks like this color, like the color purple that's showing up on camera. But in person, I think it looks more blue. Still heavy on the purple side of blue though. And this one, I think these ones count as the blacks, not as the grays, but it's really a dark gray color. It's not, I don't think that's a true black. I think that's a dark gray. And I just am loving this line. It is so beautiful. Oh, missed one. Ah, there it is. I think this is a big enough gingham that it would look nice for an adult dress too. Oh my goodness. Sorry about the coughing. There's a lot of dust coming off of this. You know how pre-cuts have so much dust from the edges, and holding this up by my face and keep flipping through it, all that dust is getting in my throat. And yeah, if you have trypophobia, is that what it's called? I think this one might be a little problematic for you, because, especially with those little like highlights in the corners. I think that would probably trigger that. But no problem for me. I like the texture of things like that. And that's the last one. I love that. That is going to be so much fun. What do you guys think of this line? Is this one that's on your radar that you've been looking at? Oh my gosh, I can't make it flat again. It's all like worked up to here now. And what pattern would you put with this? Obviously, I need something that works with layer cakes. So that's going to make it a little bit more tricky. I like to get the fat quarter bundles because I figure I can make almost anything with a fat quarter bundle. The layer cakes are a little bit more difficult, but I wasn't 100%. I don't know. I was loving this line and I was really wanting it, but I was also kind of nervous about committing to it because of some of the darker shades in it. But I'm glad I got it. That's why I ended up, well, that in the sale definitely played a role in it. I ended up really going more for the layer cake this time on this particular line. But I got another layer cake. And this one is called Spring Gardens. And it is almost like the complete opposite of this one. Just in every way. Florals, it's got that in common. This is packaged up really, really well. And they have a picture of all the fabrics on the back. They did not on this one. I'm going to show you the picture rather than going through all of these individually, just because I'm already inhaling so much dust off of the other one. And I'll be having a coughing fit if I keep going through them. So I figure if I show you the pictures, that'll help because a lot of these are the same or similar anyways. They're not, they're kind of these smaller prints. So it's not quite as exciting to flip through anyways. I think we got through the really cool, exciting one. And this one would be really nice for like a little girl's baby quilt or just a little girl's quilt. I think this one would be wonderful for a spring quilt too. So yeah. And this one's by My Mind's Eye from Riley Blake. So that is my Missouri Star Quilt Co. haul. If you like this, please remember to hit like and subscribe. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you again next time. Bye.